What's up, Fredonia? You're listening to the Local Lowdown on WCBF 88.9 The Voice and WDVL 89.5 The Inferno. I'm Olivia, I'm your co-host and your field interview lead.
Hi, I'm Elena. I'm your other co-host, A&R lead, and executive producer. Dylan unfortunately isn't here today, but he is our technical director. He edited this video that you are watching right now.
Shouts out.
Yes. But this episode is brought to you by Fredonia Radio Systems in a group effort to promote and showcase the local scene here in Fredonia, as well as Western New York at large. Welcome to the Local Lowdown.
On this episode, we have Stratosphere. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
How are y'all doing?
Pretty good. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
A little sleepy, but ready.
Oh,
Yeah, tired getting up this morning. But
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Can we have you guys introduce yourselves and what you play in the band? We can start over here.
So I'm Nick Caruso. I'm the drummer of the band.
Andrew Caimano. I am lead vocals and lead guitar.
I'm Nevaeh Miller. I do rhythm guitar and backing vocals.
Nick Boggio, bass guitar and backing vocals.
Gotcha.
And then in the booth, we've got...
I'm Cece. I manage the band.
Yes.
Hey, Cece. So you guys have a pretty solid theme with your band going on throughout your song titles, album artwork, and even your band name, all centered around space. Why is that?
Honestly, there's really not a big reason, as boring as that is. When me and the two Nicks got together originally and started thinking of band names, Stratosphere just came up. We just thought it sounded kind of cool.
We were in Weather and Climate, me and Andrew. We sat in the front row of Miss Benson's, Miss Weather and Climate, if you will. And she did a lot of talking about the atmosphere and such. And, the stratosphere just is like you get sent into the stratosphere, it's like a colloquial thing, I guess. And getting sent out into the stratosphere sounds like something sick. And so we wanted our music to kind of push that energy, I guess.
Yeah. Did you guys know that you were going to follow a theme once you formed as the band, or did that just kind of come naturally?
It just kind of came naturally, honestly. I think once we picked the name, we kind of figured out we could kind of lean into that kind of spacey theme. And, space is cool. It makes cool artwork, themes and stuff, So it just kind of worked out like that.
There's also
really cool.
a lot of public domain images of space.
Yeah.
We can use for branding. There's so many pictures.
And shout out NASA.
Shout out NASA.
Yes, of course.
Please don't get defunded.
The main one.
Yeah, right?
Please stick around.
All right. Well, if we didn't mention it already, you guys are a band from Fredonia. You formed here on campus. You guys formed through Battle of the New Bands, and you guys went through the audition process and everything. Do you feel like that helped you guys form as a band, and if so, how?
Yeah, I'd say it kind of did. We originally formed kind of over the summer. I sent some of the demos of some of the batch of songs that we had to Nick Boggio. Because last year we tried to get another band going, but it didn't really work out. But we had experience playing. Yeah, we had experience playing together, so I figured he would be a great fit for it. So I just kind of sent him over to him, and then we recruited Nick Russo as well. Just kind of hit him up over the summer. Yeah, so we kind of had that already kind of going into the semester, and then we figured Battle of the New Bands would just kind of be a great first step for us, and it really did help us out because that's where we met Nevaeh, because we were in need of a rhythm guitarist. And it just really worked out because she was a guitar player looking for a band. So
Did you guys meet at the mixer?
Yes. It was awesome. We were all wandering around, and I remember walking around terrified because everybody had started getting their groups together, and we had all gone. We were like, all right, we're gonna find a guitarist. And I was looking over at Andrew, and I was like, nobody needs a band still. Everybody who needs a band is like a drummer or bassist or whatever. We were talking to different people, and then I saw Nick and Andrew talking to Nevaeh, and I was like, okay, we might have found somebody.
Yeah, it wasn't until the absolute very end that I had run into them. It was actually because I was kind of milling around. I was just solo when I walked into the mixer. I was hoping to find a band that I could join, but obviously it's difficult because everyone kind of already has what they want to do. But there was this one girl that I had talked to, and we both kind of mutually were like, yeah, we can't do this thing together, but we should hit each other up if we find someone who would work. And she led me over to Stratosphere. I was like, this is so cool. This is perfect.
Yeah, it really worked out. It was funny too because that girl came up to me, and then we were just kind of talking, and I was like, you're really looking for a guitar player? And she was like, I think that girl over there was like looking for a band. And then I like came over and like interrogated you almost. I was like, you play guitar? It's like, what kind of music do you like? Like, what kind of, you know, it's like, it's really like,
We gotta tick these boxes. The mixer is wrapping up.
My face was like beet red. I was so nervous. I was like, I play guitar.
And I was like, it's perfect. You're perfect. You're coming with us.
Get in the room. Guitar.
It's always so awesome to see it work out like that.
Yeah, no, it really did work out great.
Yeah. And not only in Fredonia are there Battle of the Bands, so in general, do you guys have any advice since you guys have gone through some of that process to anyone who might be looking for a Battle of the Band or a jam session, something like that?
Don't let it get to you, because a lot of the times it doesn't work out. We didn't get through auditions, you know. We thought we did really well. We prepared for the auditions like it was our jobs. We showed up as prepared as we could be, and we gave them the show that we could, and you know, it doesn't work out. Like they were looking for a different bill, and me and Nick did Battle of the Bands first year. That's how we met. And so you always get something out of it, even if you don't win. I got Nick Russo, and then next year we got a band together, and it's like, obviously we can do great things without the validation of winning a competition or getting into a competition. And when it comes to jamming, it's like that's only going to make you better.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, always look on the bright side, I guess. You know, whatever you get out of it, you know, don't get discouraged and just keep going, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't let it go to waste.
Yeah, don't let it go to waste. If there are any Fredonia bands who form for Battle of the New Bands and they don't make it through, please stay together, because I'm friends with the president, so I was able to see all the audition tapes, and I loved your guys' set. And I remember talking to Elena, and we were watching her like, help us stay together.
Right.
Right. And so I was like, help us stay together. And I'm so glad you guys did.
Yeah, it's really cool to see schools doing that, because it really does promote the scene at the end of the day. Like, I think, if I'm remembering this past year, you guys were one of like 6 or 7 bands that auditioned.
Yeah, I think it was like 10 of them, Which I think was a lot more from last year.
Yeah, when I was vice president the year before, it was like 4.
It was.
Yeah,
and then I think it was
originally
originally like 6, and then like 2 bands dropped out, or it just didn't work out, and we were like, are we going to have enough for an audition, or is this just the final thing?
Yeah, it's really great to see things like that are great for kind of like the community vibe. You know, the bands that made it were great. You know, it was even though we didn't make it, it was still a ton of fun seeing, you know, everyone kind of still come out of it, you know.
And how did you feel that transition was, if you felt there was any transition from focusing on that like audition process to like fully integrating yourself into like the scene at like different off-campus shows, if that makes sense?
Yeah, once we found out that, you know, we didn't make it, it just kind of opened up more opportunities for us. I'd say, you know, we just kind of figured we could, you know, just kind of keep going, like get right at it. We just really like took off after, you know.
You're not locked into a time.
We don't have to write songs specifically to be performed at an event. We don't have to write songs in a couple of weeks. I remember Russo and I were like, we were sweating bullets our freshman year.
Stressful.
It's such a quick turnaround. Like, you're meeting each other in October, and by December you have to have a set of music. It's like getting the audition stuff together was kind of easy for us because we had a lot of material and demos already. But once we were done with that, we were like, all right, well, shit, what else do we do?
Yeah.
We just have like a ton of material that we can use for anything. We don't have to follow any kind of board rules. We don't have to be thinking of things with a timeline in mind. And it really kind of let us just focus on our own development as a band, and like, you know, we got to hang out. Like freshman year, me and Nick were kind of, it was business.
Yeah.
When we were rehearsing, we were rehearsing. We had songs to write. We had auditions to do.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You got to do originals.
Yeah. You have to write stuff. It's hard.
That's another context thing for Fredonia's Battle of the New Bands, is that you guys, it's a rule that you can't do a live gig before Battle of the New Bands.
Yeah.
So it like really shows how impressive it is for everyone who does Battle of the New Bands.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Yeah, it has to be your first time playing with that group, and it's like a lot of the times it's very nerve-wracking, you know, putting that trust in other people. But all the groups that came out of that, whether they made it to finals or not, we've played with several of the other freshman bands that formed. They're all amazing.
Yeah.
Like the rehearsal space in Mason filled up like that. Like before auditions, it was like we weren't worried about it, but like the last couple of months the rehearsal space has been full because
it's hard to get a room.
Music.
It's rough, but it's so fun to hear that kind of stuff. People are excited about being in bands and performing.
It's a sign of a good scene.
When
you're running out of rehearsal rooms at a music school, you know you got something.
Yeah. One of the things I think is interesting about Battle of the New Bands is that you have to have a manager. and you guys work closely with Cece. Shout out Cece in the
Shout out
booth.
CC.
She
Shouts
creates
out.
a lot of promotional videos for you guys. They're behind the scenes footage, show and release promotions, and some funny stuff too. What's the collaboration process like between you guys?
I live with CC personally. We live in the same suite, so I'm hanging out with her all the time. So obviously there's a lot of collaboration there, but we've got a group chat where she's at rehearsals, running stuff by us, promotional material. And she's been an insane asset because, having been through a couple of bands now, it's like you can see the difference that somebody working on the promotional end of things and somebody who has that, creative vision for direction kind of working through it. Because obviously everybody in the band has their own ideas, but somebody to bring them together and put it out in an organized way makes such a difference.
Yeah, she's pretty much the fifth member of the band. She does so much for us.
And it really does set you guys apart, especially when I'm scrolling on my Instagram, I'm like, Stratosphere posted, what is this? And I love sitting around and watching it, and Cece does such a good job with you guys. Seriously.
She captures the energy.
It really takes it out of our hands, because that stuff is a hassle, and she does a really great job for us. So we can just focus on the music and playing and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. This is also one of our, I think, the first time on Local Lowdown where we've actually been able to have the manager partake in the interview. So Cece, do you have anything that you want to say on the experience or any advice for any other managers? What has it been like?
I will say getting on the project for Stratosphere was awesome for me. I live with Nick Boggio, and as soon as there was whispers of another band that Andrew Kaimana was leading, I literally got in the backseat of his car and I was like, I'm managing your band. You don't have a choice. I'm on this project.
Yeah, she pitched it really hard. Yeah.
I did. But ever since they've been beyond wonderful to work with. It's awesome to have a group of people who does value promo and just wants to get their stuff out of there, and they're just so willing to work with me and things that I see for the project, the space themes. When I brought that up, and they were like, yes, that's awesome. And I was like, awesome. But yeah, as far as managing, I mean, if you're coming to the school, especially if you're in promos or production, I love doing it. I would 100% recommend it. It has been it's opened so many doors for me, and it's gotten my foot in so many doors that I otherwise wouldn't been in. So definitely recommend it.
I also wanted to take a minute to shout out potentially the sixth member of you guys. Oh. You guys work with Brody, who's also in the group. Shout out Brody.
Just my roommate.
They have created so many cool graphics, including your EP cover art, which is so I want to frame it.
I wanted a shirt really bad.
We gotta get stickers.
In a shirt.
Yes.
In a shirt.
I saw a guy with a Mandalorian shirt on. It was the same colors this morning, and me and Brody were getting Starbucks, and I was like, oh, we gotta put that graphic on a shirt so we can buy it.
Yeah, no, Brody's out.
I'm sorry, I just felt I wanted to ask.
Sorry, we're moving the camera around.
We're styling in there.
You caught us at
And
a bad
we're so
moment.
ready for the reveal.
And we're so ready. Yes. I just wanted to ask you guys, what is the collaboration process like, in particular with Brody?
It's very much just we kind of pitch an idea to them, and then they fix something up, and they're great on with the artwork and the Photoshop, I guess.
The Adobe products.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Adobe Suite.
Shout out.
And they're so easy to communicate with. They're so easy to communicate with. I'll be they'll throw an idea out, and I'll be I think what if this went that way, or what if this gear this up, and they'll do it.
By the end of the day.
Yeah, and it looks great.
I live with them. I live with them. So I'm always over their shoulder that's perfect.
You can definitely tell that there's a lot of care put into everything that you guys put out, both promotional and music, EP, everything.
Yeah, the six of us really feel like a team. The Stratus team. Any part of that goes away, and the product instantly drops in value. I couldn't imagine it without the art that we get, without the footage that we get, and just knowing that there's a record of everything that happened is also amazing, because it's now we just get to look back on that and however many years and be like,
Exactly.
oh, this is where we started.
When the wrinkles start to set in,
Oh, yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
kids, that was me.
Kids
Absolutely.
kids do this. This is what you need to be doing when you're 20. Come on.
Yeah. This is kind of off topic, but I was curious, what are your guys' majors? Since y'all are from Fredonia.
Yeah, I'm music performance and percussion, and it's a really big process. Like you got to do a junior and senior recital, and it's a lot of work, but it's works out really well in the end. I think, you know. Yeah.
John Bacon.
Oh yeah, he's my.
Don't get him started on John Bacon.
No, don't get me started on John Bacon.
I think you guys should start on John Bacon.
I thought you were going to say John Pork.
Continue on. Yeah.
I'm a music industry major. Yes. And I'm definitely liking it. You know, so far the couple of years I've been here, it's been great. Enjoyed a lot of the classes. The teachers are good. You know, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very good.
It's what you put in it.
Absolutely. Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was audio production for the first 2 years that I went here, but I ended up not liking the major very much. So this semester I switched to music industry, and it's been so
and
great.
welcome.
Yeah,
And welcome.
it's been lovely. I've really been enjoying it.
Awesome.
Kind of in the opposite vein of that, I've switched my major so many times. I love being indecisive. I came to the school for music. I was going to do music composition, and then I
didn't know
I
that.
sent in my files, and he was like, "Okay, we can't let you in right now because you clearly don't know what you're doing. But if you wait a semester and take the composition classes, you could do it." So I was music BA, so I met Nick Russo at Go Big Blue Day. We were hanging out.
Yes.
Our moms thought it was the funniest thing ever. They were like, "You guys are going to be best friends."
They actually said that we were going to be in a band.
They
one day
called it.
at
They called it so
day.
many
It was
times.
pretty funny. Yeah.
And I switched my music to music industry.
Beamer. Sorry,
yeah.
I wanted to say.
yes, he's awesome.
Yeah.
So I switched to music industry because I couldn't handle it, and then this semester I switched out of music industry for a lot of different reasons, and now I'm in environmental science.
Nice.
So we're doing we're keeping the money out of the music for me because I had some experiences.
Yeah.
Musical industry experiences, we'll call them, and I love music so much, but putting the pressure of a career on it really hurt my mentality going into bands in the last 2 years, and I didn't want that to happen with this group. I wanted it to be something that I enjoyed and wanted to do, so I switched my major to something I liked.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to switch it up quite a bit. We talked about some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that you guys have posted, and some of that does include the stuff for your most recent releases. We'll start off with the first single that you guys released, Don't Let It Go to Waste. Shout out Charlie on the cover art for that too.
Yes, great cover.
Hey!
Very
What was the writing and recording process like for that first song once you got to work for it?
Well, the writing process, I started writing that one like first semester last year, I'd say. Like I kind of, a lot of my like riffs that I think of just come from like little doodles. So like the intro, like little riff there, like I was just like messing around on my guitar. I did that and I was like, oh, that sounds cool. But then I formed the kind of the chords around it. And then it just kind of branched off from there, and I kind of I finished it up over the summer, put some lyrics to it. And that was one of the first songs that I kind of pitched to Nick Boggio.
I put that on in my car and I was speechless. I heard the demo and I was like, Andrew did this? Like the guy that I know was like, he just sat at his computer and just demo track. Like the demos sound so professional.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we just got the demos together, and then the recording process, it was kind of like a similar thing. Like it was literally just, we weren't able to get into like a studio or anything, so we just brought all our stuff to Mason, like with 2 like microphones, like mic'd up the drums, like, you know, ran like an amp sim, you know, and like that was literally it. So just very much just kind of doing it ourselves, and we thought it sounds pretty good. Yeah, we think it sounds we get a great sound.
Sounds homemade.
Yeah.
So it's definitely one of our favorites. So
Yes, that's good. That's good, and that's good that your favorite is also your first release.
yes, that was kind of why we went that route with our first single. You know.
Yeah. Do you feel like any of that differed with your second release, Sick of It, that came out pretty soon after?
It was a very similar process, honestly, like the same kind of recording thing, you know, just kind of getting into Mason, mic and everything up. that one I kind of had written a little bit. I think I like got like the riffs and like the whole like instrumental for the song written like senior year of high school, I think.
Oh,
so like yeah, like some of my songs I've just had like sitting around like for a while before I've actually did something with them, and then like over the summer again put lyrics to it. Sent it over. I think that was also one of the other songs that I sent you.
Oh, for sure.
So,
I remember that going in to record that one, we switched from DIing all the guitars and bass and stuff to recording the amps to get a different sound out of it, and going in with like the experience of recording a couple of tracks in Mason before, especially the one that we did with this group, like having even the experience of just doing it once made it so much faster. I remember when we went in to track the first song, it took a while for us to get our bearings straight of just like, all right, well, we're in a big empty room and we have a bunch of random audio equipment, time to make it work. But going in the second time, you kind of have a vision for it and like everything went smoother.
Yeah, it's been very cool to see too, because like the original demos I would do myself before like the band formed sound like very different like now in the context of us as a group. Like it's very cool seeing what everyone's kind of contributed to the songs, you know, whether it be bass line, drum parts, you know, new guitar parts, anything like that. It's been very awesome. I think we've kind of all meshed our sounds together to kind of form what it is now, which has been great.
I was going to ask, when it comes to that collaboration process now, is that kind of how each song is written, or are you guys kind of like a jam session form into a song kind of group at this point?
Yeah, we are very much not like a jam like session kind of band. Like I think we kind of like we figure out like a song, like a riff, the structure, and then we lay it down so we know how it sounds, and then we start practicing it live to kind of get that form. But a lot of the songs we've done now kind of I've had written before and brought them to the band. We're definitely going to start collaborating together like as a group for future music. We've already started doing that kind of to work on new material, just to kind of get everyone's very valuable input.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. To switch it up from the recording process, you've played a lot of shows since your audition. Some to name have been you played at the Toy Box, and you also played at BJ's. Do you guys have any fun show memories from either like Fredonia? You played at Buffalo a few times. What's some memories?
I gotta say the BJ show might have been the most electric atmosphere I've ever played. Like that was just insane. Like there was a great crowd. It was
moshing, right?
Yeah.
We got the people going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think BJ's was definitely probably our favorite gig so far. That was just, you know, like going here for like the past 2 years, you know, like BJ's, that's like the spot. You
It's
know,
the gold standard.
Yeah, you know,
local fans.
So yeah, BJ's was a ton of fun. It's been great playing out in Buffalo. It's very cool, kind of getting out, you know, out of
the road trip
Fredonia area.
Yes. Yes, loading up the cars.
Something
everything
always
makes you feel
happens.
real.
Oh yeah, we know in only the couple shows we played, we realized that. So
yeah, packing up and going to Buffalo has been fun. We've been able to play for like our families and everything. You know, people who can't make it all the way to a bar show or whatever. It's definitely a different atmosphere, and it's very fun getting to play for people who haven't heard it before. You know, you got people randomly coming up to you and being like, "Man, that was crazy."
Yeah.
It's just like it's such a different feeling. It's like, you know, at BJ's, it's a lot of our friends. You know, like we had a lot of people in the crowd that we had counted on being there. But to go somewhere just completely random and be like, "All right, come hang out," and just like a bunch of people are hanging out at the bar and they're like, "Dude, are these all originals? Like, who are these guys?" It's just such a different feeling.
Yeah. Are there any dream? Oh wait, let me pose this question. Let me get comfortable and pose this question. Think about this. You know, Stratosphere. It will get to that point, but y'all are uber famous. You know, the whole world is thinking about Stratosphere. If you could play on any dream lineup, and this is including bands that maybe have broken up, maybe some members have passed, like old bands, new bands. If you could headline a 3-band show with anybody, who would it be?
I know I've got my picks.
who do you think?
I think we'd have to have Green Day in there. I think that there's a lot of our style that comes from that kind of like pop punk, you know, alternative rock feel. A lot of the influence from the chord progressions is felt like that. A lot of the like poppy choruses are felt like that. But it has that kind of like real undertone to it that I really enjoy. and the writing through it all has been amazing. But playing with those guys would be cool because then we could also cover Welcome to Paradise again.
Right.
That's one of my favorite covers that we've done.
Yeah. I want to open for Weezer really bad.
Yeah.
That's
Well, when they
very-
come to campus, it's going to be easy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When they play at BJ's, right? I
Yeah.
didn't expect that to
We're
turn
waiting,
out
by the
like
way.
that.
We're waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see that the BJ's Fredonia page was commenting underneath the last call thing, and they were like, "Well, if you ask for Weezer, I'll bring Weezer," and then they responded to themselves like a few days later, and they were like, "Guys, please
wants
ask for
Weezer?"
Weezer," and I was like,
Andrew will.
"Yeah."
Yeah, I'll get something going.
Yeah.
I'll hit him up.
I honestly, maybe at this point
Rivers.
they do have the connect because he seems pretty serious about it.
Yes, he also
keeps bringing it
messaged
up.
me about it.
Well,
Yeah.
if they do end up playing, if you guys catch wind of that, we got to open. For
Yeah,
them.
oh,
Yeah.
must.
That, and then we'll bring back Anamanaguchi again.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I did miss.
Solid.
Anamanaguchi,
show.
Weezer, Stratosphere.
Yeah.
I'm there.
How's it sound?
Yeah,
I'm definitely
that's a
there
good
for
one.
that show.
Mhm.
Are there any venues you guys haven't played at that you would want to play at?
Buck Jar.
Mm,
Rochester
there.
Buck Jar.
Shouts out to 585.
Maybe in the
looking for
winter
that
time.
one. I've got a couple of Rochester connections that could
Yes.
lead us to the Bug Jar over the summer and the fall or coming up. But I'm very hopeful that we could get a 585 show
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
playing in my home turf would be really fun.
And I say
Yeah.
winter time because even the band that I manage, Moisture, just played there, and I was like still hot. And it was like barely
Yeah,
summer. And I went there in the middle of summer. I literally had to take like layers off.
Yeah.
I was bare
Yeah.
bones. It was so hot.
It's kind of funny in there because by the merch table there's this like grate in the ground and
Yes.
there's like air that's supplied through it, but it smells like pure sewage.
Yes.
So it's like it's a trade-off.
Win-lose.
You want to be cooler, stand on the grate to get cooler, but also you're probably gonna smell like sewage. So it's a little weird. It's
That's what
also
Rochester's
so
about.
honestly
Being a little bit strange, a little
Yeah.
bit grimy.
Yeah.
with the main thing there being a garbage plate, you got to think about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Have you guys been to Bug Jar before?
I have not.
No.
It is
That's nice.
so trippy in there. There's
Is it
like a
really?
whole like living room, kitchen, house upside down on the ceiling in
It's a
there.
lot.
It has a lot of character.
It is a
Yeah,
lot.
I've seen videos and stuff of it. It looks really
Yeah.
sick there.
It
Yeah.
seems like the kind of place that we would thrive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very much so.
It is a great time.
Yeah.
And a lot of very cool bands have played there.
I think
Yeah.
Bob Dylan had played there. I think Ed Croft was telling me one time
Really?
during class he took a little detour from his lesson as per usual and was
Yeah.
telling
Yeah.
us he was telling us about Bob Dylan playing there. I was like, really?
He saw
Bug
Maddie
Jar?
Healy perform there.
Yeah.
See, he's got all sorts
Yeah.
of stories. Everybody's played at
Hey,
the Bug
Billy
Jar.
Eilish played at Lost Horizon in Syracuse,
Yeah.
so.
So
Yeah.
if they can make it happen, we can.
Yeah, King Giz played there. Alex G's played there.
Wow.
Many
Any others?
sort of.
Yeah, we've been trying to get Bug Jar. Sounds pretty cool. I don't know. You would know. What are some good like Buffalo venues?
Let me think. Nietzsche's is definitely a place we've been looking into. That would be a really
Yes.
great place to play.
Mhm.
Am I allowed to say like my dream? Like
Yeah.
Go for it, yeah.
if we ever like were to really make it big, I would love to play at Madison Square Garden.
Oh,
It's
of
just
course.
like my
Oh, of
dream
course.
place, or the Bills
Well,
Stadium.
you're like the biggest like Knicks fan like I've
Oh
ever
my
seen
goodness.
like in my life. This guy. Every practice we go to, like either it's baseball, like basketball,
yeah.
like something.
Yeah.
He always has his phone up.
What's
Like,
your favorite
just-
baseball team?
Toronto Blue Jays.
Go Jays.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know there's a lot of Yankees fans around Fredonia. You know, I get it.
Yeah.
You know, not one of my favorite teams, but you know, it's okay. You know, yeah, it's okay. Oh man, but I'm a huge Knicks fan though. And actually, speaking of the recording sessions, we would put the sports games on like the big screen in Mason Hall and we'd have like Monday Night Football,
Oh, yeah.
college
Oh,
hockey.
yeah.
Yeah, because we'd get in one of like the big like orchestra rooms, like with the big like projector that you
With
can
those like
yeah.
wheeled around like
With the big
walls.
Yes,
around
we would
everything.
set the wall. Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's what I would be doing all practice. I'd be wheeling them around, making
They're just so
big
fun to push
cages to
around.
put in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god, I get
Yeah.
scared every time I move those things. I feel like they're gonna like tip
Fall on
over.
you.
That would be
Yeah.
like a disaster.
I
One of
don't
those
even
things tipped
know.
over.
I don't
Yeah.
even know.
Oh,
I don't even know who to call.
I would
about
leave.
that. I would just be like,
I
all right,
would leave.
well, and our time here is
I would
done.
leave.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Going to a different.
Yeah, you got to get off campus.
Yes.
The music majors will run you out if you don't.
For real. For real. Well, all of these shows and your singles have led to your EP, The World Will Turn. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you.
incredible. Sounds awesome.
Thank you.
And each song is quite unique from one another. So I was curious how you guys decided on the sequencing of the EP itself.
Yeah, the sequencing, I think the flow of an album like is like very, very important. So just followed a very kind of basic like structure. I think the 2 singles like back to back, like kind of like second and third was a good spot for them. I think Half a Heart's a great opener. It's kind of got that energy to it. It's like a very punky, kind of catchy vibe to it.
It's also very reminiscent of how we've played it live. We open with Half a Heart a lot. It's just like something that, like, if you're not paying attention in the bar and that starts playing, like, it's loud, it's energetic, it gets your attention. We close a lot of it. We do the go-between, Don't Let It Go to Waste and Sick of It in the middle of the set. We know those are high-energy ones that people know. People like to dance to them. And then The World Will Turn being the closer, like, it's just got like this feeling that feels larger than life to me, and this like soundscape that just feels like a nice conclusion to all those songs.
Yeah.
But it's very, very similar to how we've played them live many, many times.
That's really interesting. I think throughout the various interviews where we've asked similar questions, I don't think anyone's answered it in the sense of like it being connected to playing live and connecting it that way. I think that's really cool.
Yeah,
connecting like an audience member, they get to go see it later and they get to almost relive what just happened.
Yeah, exactly. I think keeping that kind of connected is a good way to do it. So.
And then we always switch up our covers and inject them in there whenever, depending on the venue, depending on what the show's for, you know.
Yeah. What is one of your favorite covers to perform?
We got a lot of
Well,
good
you guys
ones.
just said one a little earlier.
Yeah, Welcome to Paradise was the first one we learned together because that was what we were doing for the auditions. You know, we planned on doing that at Battle of the Bands, but we played it at the Toy Box and people really liked it.
Yeah.
It's very fun to play.
We did a Man in the Box by Alice in Chains.
Oh,
that was really
yes.
good. Bea sang for that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, I know you've always been talking about doing it. I know
It's like a
it's your
dream
favorite
song to sing, so it was really cool to do it, especially at BJ's. Like, that was wild.
Yeah, I like any cover that lets me step back from doing like the lead vocals and I can just kind of focus on the guitar, you know, which is just a lot of fun.
And it's always cool to see the switch up too.
Yeah, of course. And having Nick Russo, we did Jeremy.
I was just gonna shout that out too. That was really awesome.
I didn't even know you could sing. Like we were talking about we've been together for like a couple months. We played shows and we were like for BJ's. We're like, okay, what covers do we want to do? And we brought up Jeremy because we really love that song. And you were like, yeah, I'll sing it.
I feel like that's always how it happens.
Yeah.
You never know.
Are there any covers you haven't done yet but you would want to do in the future?
I'm trying to think.
Well, speaking of ones that Nick Russo knows how to sing, we've me and Nick have been talking about doing "Rooster" by Alice in Chains for like for a year now. We were gonna do that when No Resolution was headlining the Eclipse show.
Yes.
We were talking about doing that and having him sing for it. So I've been waiting for the return for a minute.
I brought it back.
Yeah, that's a flashback.
Yeah.
Lane Staley's one of my favorite singers. Too.
Yes.
Like he's just an unbelievable singer. So if we ever did that, I think that would be amazing at some point. Yeah, Rooster's a great song.
Well, that's awesome. And I think it's time that we listen to some of the songs from the EP. So let's take it away in the music set.
This first one's called Half a Heart.
Nothing's ever really fine. Left longing to the end of time. Set your pain aside. You don't have to hide. All you want is here for you. Nothing left to know. Let your worries go. After I will never do.
sick of it.
Overconfidence, smug arrogance seems to be the only way that you know how to live. All you gotta say is the one to blame. Only here to blame, nothing here to hate. So take a moment now, take a look around. Why you are the way you are, I just can't figure out. But I can see it through now, all the hate you spill now, and there's nothing left to do now but to throw it all away. All you gotta say is you're the one to blame, one here to blame. Is it over? I don't wanna be here. There's nothing for me here anymore. Conversation of what of relation, I don't wanna hear it now. Nothing but corrupts, and now we've had enough. Nothing left to care about, nothing left to reconstruct. But I can see it through now, all the hate you spill now, and there's nothing left to do now but to throw it all away. All you gotta say is you don't want to play, we're here to play. Is it over? I don't wanna be here. There's nothing for me here anymore. Conversation of what of relation, I don't wanna hear it now. Is it over? I don't wanna be here. There's nothing for me here anymore. Conversation of what of relation, I don't wanna hear it now.
This one's called From Miles Away.
That's why nothing's gonna change my mind. I want the world just to see your face. Realize you're not left behind. I swear it's not a excuse. Where I can't come from, try to go this way. Left behind, still get up on. Some are gone, let's fade away. Hold on my heart, miles split our hearts, but still I feel alive. Kissing my heart, won't live on the side, but there's nothing here this time. Come on, be So tell me what you want from me. Can't you say now the worst is yet to come? But I can't say goodbye. Still I wonder why. Nothing left for me to know. It's still I hold it still in me, but still I hold it close. Can't avoid the feeling occupies my mind again. I hear your voice, but what you say I cannot comprehend. Vacant joy, I'm tired of the way that we pretend. Now devoid of any possibility to mend. So tell me what you want from me. Can't you say now the worst is yet to come? But I can't say goodbye. Still I wonder why. Nothing left for me to know. Yet still I hold it still in me, but still I hold it close. Now we're burning, love is gone, there's nothing left to show. Still uncertain as I let it go. Take it easy now, the road's hard to simply let it be. Left without a doubt, watching as you walk away from me, from me, from me. Now I see the world will turn to simply let it be. Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect. Well, that was an awesome set. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys, acoustic, very sweet, very sweet.
Thank
it was
you
such
very
a
much.
treat for us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have a couple more questions for you guys. Starting off with your next upcoming show at Recollected on May 9th. It's with DJ Bingle, shout out Brody once again.
Yes,
and with the
shout out.
Wizard, shout out Lily.
Shouts out!
Yes.
Shouts out the
Yes.
supporting acts that are
Mhm.
coming to help us.
Yeah. Well, Recollected itself is a secondhand clothing store, and they really don't have shows that often. So what can we be anticipating, if you guys know anything of what we can anticipate for that show?
We know it's going to be an experience for sure. We know that we're trying to do something special with, I mean, with the amount of creative freedom that we've been given for this show.
Mhm.
Doug, the guy who runs it, was just kind of like, all right, you guys can do a show, but you have to do everything. I'm just gonna be here.
Yeah, very not typical
Which is
compared to the other shows we played.
Not a bad kind of gig, because it's we get to decorate however we want. We get to put the sets together however we want. We get to make it our show.
And he's got a lot of cool stuff there, obviously, so we can kind of
Yes.
utilize,
Yeah, we did some modeling.
I was just about to say, I know in the past he's done it for shows, so I know a band played at Main Street Studios, an old venue that we had here, and they came in wearing Recollected and they were modeling it for the day. Is that also something that's part of the show, or?
Yeah, he just kind of let it, for the modeling photos we did, he just let us browse and pick out whatever we wanted to take photos for the promo, and I think he's gonna do the same thing like for the show itself.
Yeah.
So we'll just be able to kind of throw on.
That's gotta be so much fun. You get to
Yeah.
dress up for your performance.
Yeah, it really is great. Just having like a huge
It's like rock
closet.
star
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, right.
It's some rock star stuff like
Yeah.
this sitting in the back.
Do you guys have anything picked out for the TV behind you? Are you gonna put anything up there?
I think Lily has some ideas. We're kind of letting her like handle that.
Yeah.
She has opinions on it. That shit's
Mhm.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Libby played at Recollected, she put on Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind behind her. And I was like,
crazy
do you
choice.
want me to cry right here, right
Maybe.
now?
Yeah, that's a sad
It's so
movie, isn't
great.
it?
There is a
Jim
bizarre
Carrey,
effect
yeah.
with it. I mean, it's a lot of power just getting complete reign over the store
Yeah.
to do whatever we want. He's gonna move all the stuff out of the way for us and then just be like, all right. But
Is moshing allowed?
I think he's looking to keep it chill. We're playing a set of our originals, which will probably be very similar to the list on the EP. And then we are doing a joint cover set with the Wizard.
That's
So,
Yeah.
so it's gonna be tonight.
So we
It's gonna be
have a-
special.
That's gonna be
Yeah, we have a select few batch of songs that kind of fit our vibe and also the Wizard's vibe. So it'll be a very
Including the keytar, hopefully.
Yes.
Oh,
so-
yes.
So we're going to be incorporating some synthetic elements to our music.
And is there an admission price or no?
No, he's not charging at the door.
But donations are highly appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been looking
Uh-huh.
to put some money towards some professional recordings, and so any penny you can give us helps to go to that.
Yeah.
And if you buy things during the show, we get commission.
Oh.
So come to the show,
Yes.
hang out, buy things, donate if you can,
And
but if
also-
not, just hang out.
If you think you're too broke for it, you're not. So you better show up.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true.
I'm gonna be
Literally.
there.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be there.
So,
Yeah.
we're all gonna
We're
be
broke.
there.
We are. We're all college students at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's end of semester.
Yeah.
Like my pockets are there's dust coming out
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, usually this is the time where we switch it to our promo lead, Charlie, for a question. I'm just going to shout her out because she also collaborated with this script. She's going to be taking on A&R next year. This is our last episode, if we haven't said that. But in honor of the transition into next year, we're going to have next year's promo lead, Brody, take on a question. Go for it.
Hello, yes. So my question for you is, you recently put out the single, well, it's on your EP as well, Sick of It. And my question for each of you is, what are you most sick of right
That's
now?
awesome.
That's good.
That's awesome.
That's good.
I'm sick of the Toronto Blue Jays. They're terrible. They've been horrible lately, so they need to get better. So I'm sick of that. I'll say that.
Probably just sick of my classes right now. I'm ready to get out.
Yeah.
Ready for summertime, warm weather.
Digital marketing is something else.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's been an experience, and I'm looking forward to going home.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
To add to that, it's gonna say I'm sick of studying for my finals. I don't want to do them.
How many you got?
I've got one every day of the week, and 2 of them are at 8:30 a.m.
No.
Good morning.
Nah,
Good
I
morning.
leave suitcase in hand.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. So that's what I'm sick of.
When I was a music major, I had 3 in one day. That was my
Oh,
worst.
geez.
Oh no.
God.
I would have clocked out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did for one of them.
Yeah.
It happens. I'd say I'm most sick of the socio-political state of the world right now. It's very hard to focus on finals when like everything just feels like it's falling apart.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yes.
mean, obviously the song doesn't have any like literal meaning towards any of the things we just spoke about, but like
Right.
it definitely feels like it's coming at a time when there's a lot of people sick of a lot of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So don't stop being sick of it, because that's how they win.
Yep.
And music is never created in a vacuum.
No,
Exactly.
never,
Exactly.
not once.
Mm-hmm.
Cece, do you have anything to add of what you are sick of? Oh. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm sick of Andrew. Like usual, I've been saying that. I'm always sick of Andrew.
There's like crazy beef. There's crazy beef.
Yeah, it's
We
crazy.
can't get into
Oh my
it.
gosh.
It's crazy to see you guys even
Manager
doing
band.
work together. Yeah. That's why you're in 2 separate rooms right now.
That glass had to
Keep
be
her away,
rated to
keep
be
her away from
bulletproof.
Yeah.
And we're lucky Lily is not here for this
Dude,
question.
she'd do a
yeah.
We are
backflip.
lucky.
Probably be doing that.
Well, I in the sense that Cece is your manager, she also has multiple heads because she is going to be our technical director next year. And in honor of that, Cece also has a question for you guys. I'm very interested to hear what that's going to be.
Hey guys. So as we're doing this interview, it is, in fact, as you know, May the 4th, Star Wars Day.
You knew this was coming.
We know, Cece.
So if you guys were in the Star Wars universe, what color would your lightsaber
Ooh,
be?
that's also a really good question.
I think this is going to be stupid, but it's just because it's my favorite color. I just say blue.
Hey.
Yeah.
A good warrior. Yeah. A
It
warrior's
shines
blade.
bright.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really like purple, but that's already taken. Probably orange. Cece, are there any orange lightsabers in the Star Wars universe?
Yeah, like the possibilities are.
So you can
endless,
do
but
like any
purple.
color you want, pretty much.
Yeah, the only reason why Mace Windu has a purple lightsaber is because Samuel L. Jackson wanted one.
Yeah.
And like that's it.
So I can get whatever one I want to if I was an actor
Yeah.
on Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, go
yeah.
crazy.
I'll go with orange. Syracuse colors.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Yes.
Big confession, I've never seen any Star Wars content,
Wow.
any content.
That's really
at
brave
all.
to say around Cece.
Yeah.
I know.
You're really
Honestly,
brave.
Sorry, Cece.
honestly, impressive.
Yeah.
She's gonna jump through the window.
Yeah,
five nights
she's
in
ready to
Vegas.
do it.
Yeah.
She's
I'm
ready.
prepared.
You put the camera down.
Yeah.
But my favorite color is red. I don't know if that has any like lore
does.
significance. Probably, but I'd maybe have a red lightsaber.
And the microphone is on.
So yeah, you're more of like a Sith guy.
Sure.
Dark side of the Force.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
No, it's awesome. Don't worry.
Okay.
They're kind of kick-ass too.
Cool.
I like the purple lightsaber. I think that the reason that it's a thing, being Samuel L. Jackson just like wanting to, that's awesome. And purple is one of my favorite colors. I do purple.
Yeah.
Also, he's
I
like
feel like
crazy
that hits
powerful.
Mhm.
He almost beats Chancellor Palpatine. Spoiler alert for Episode 3, guys. He almost beats Chancellor Palpatine, which is like crazy because there were a lot of really high-ranking Jedi Masters fighting him, and he really held his own against that Sith Lord. One of the most powerful of his time.
Yeah. How long has it
There you
been
go,
out?
CC. What, Revenge of the
I
Sith?
think
Yeah.
it was 20 years. It was just
Yeah, it was 20 years
Cece was
ago.
out,
We
yeah.
just
It can't really
celebrated
be a
it.
spoiler anymore.
Yeah.
Y'all had 20 years to
Good
get
guys
on.
did. You had a
What the
while.
heck?
Plural.
Sorry.
Not the record.
Yeah. They just had it in theaters too. Like we just saw it for like
We
the
saw
20th
it in
anniversary.
theaters, yeah.
I thought it was Cece. Sorry, I thought it was just all right.
Ooh.
Yeah, just
right.
all right.
Oh, we're beefing like
Yeah.
hard now.
Two planes of glass right there.
Okay,
So
good. Yeah, I don't care. She can come at me.
As soon as we're done shooting, you're getting jumped.
Like they all talk like they're 7 years old, man. Like if you watch the movie, like they do.
You were laughing.
Yeah.
You were cracking up.
Yeah, laughing.
You were cracking up at those Mace Windu scenes.
What would your lightsaber color be?
I think I agree. I think I'd also say purple, but that's also, again, just my favorite color. I do think the idea of like a green one could look cool though, and
I
it would
was about
also
to
like
say, I wanted
you could
to-
hide in nature. It would be
Yes.
like kind of camouflage beside just bright,
Besides the
bright
fact that it's
light.
made of
But
lasers.
yeah.
I would want mine to be green. When I went to when I went to Disney World and I went to like the Star Wars land, I made a little R2-D2 robot with my sister and I made it all green so it would match my R2-D2.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah, the green ones are strong with the Force. That's what that signifies.
I'm very connected with
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Stay
I'm with
connected.
it.
Yes.
Well, I think that concludes our last episode of the semester of the local lowdown. I wanted to thank you guys. I wanted to
You guys are the best.
thank the team, and I wanted to give a special thank you to our senior who's going off into the world. You have a very bright future ahead of you, and if it wasn't for your work that you've done this whole year and even before that, we wouldn't be where we are right now. So I wanted to give you a special thank you for that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
That deserves snaps.
Before this interview, we were chatting, and the local lowdown is truly the reason why I've gotten at every opportunity that I've been able to within the scene, and it really inspired me to even change my major to what I do now. So being able to have an interview with a campus band that'll just take on the scene in the future with all these people here who are going to take on the scene in the future, it just means the world to me. So I appreciate you all. But yeah, I think this does end the last episode. So thank you for listening to the local lowdown on WCBF 88.9 Voice and WDVL 89.5 The Inferno. This has been Elena signing off. You'll catch them next semester, same time,
same place.
Bye.
Bye.